Well, we're done with score challenges. Now let's actually clear the board. And the funny thing is, throughout not only the first three challenge pages, but also the main playthrough, I only have 3 levels to do. So I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone here.
Oh.
So without further ado, let's do it.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Give me a couple seconds here. Yeah. Specifically the search party item park level, once you know where things are, probably not a bad way or not a bad level to use to give you a specific item setup. Like if you wanted Bubble Mario as your main and Drill Mario in your reserve.
Oh, you're right. I could have used that to get my power-ups. Also, cheese.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, the level doesn't have the Fire Flower, but considering that there's these 3 other power-ups, yeah, it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
What I find interesting is that those powers actually are like navigation powers, you could say, where the powers are kind of like tailored to like, you know, explorative kind of thing, where if you are the kind of keen guy that likes to look around, you might notice some secret, and you end up going to different places.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, usually when you clear a level in the main playthrough, you need to get all 25 orange pegs and then the level ends. Not in this challenge mode. Watch what happens when I clear all the orange pegs. Don't worry, the game's not bugged out. The game is actually programmed that because you're in that challenge, the game is not cleared until you actually clear all the pegs. So they actually thought about it, which is kind of nice. Although it kind of makes getting them the 100% a little bit easier than usual. But granted, this is literally the first level in the game. I can't see why you couldn't clear this without like this help.
Right.
Continuing your point, by the way, I mean, I myself didn't really see it a problem. As well as make some other things, that KO Arena was fun. Like, that is a cool twist. I like quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those almost felt like more fleshed out versions of like the mystery box
Yes.
levels from 3D Land and 3D World.
I'm glad you
There's a lot of
actually
those
made note of that, honestly, because that's kind of my same sentiment.
Yeah, because with a lot of those, they involved defeating a handful of enemies within 10 seconds. And this kind of takes it a step further, with it being like an actual time attack thing. It gives you 3, 4, maybe even 5 different groups of enemies, and yeah, just beat them as fast as possible, and if you defeat them within certain time frames, you get more 10 flower coins. So yeah, that's required to 100% is achieving the fastest time for those to get all 3. And I guess with that, let's see, those have timers just inherently, and like they're not part of a Wonder Flower or whatever, like it's just a timer. So yeah, they could totally just program in more challenge levels that have timers. Well, I guess those are more of a stopwatch is what the KO arenas have. But still. There's code in there that they can just reuse if they wanted to make levels more like Luigi U.
I mean, if they do end up implementing it, I'll be curious to see if it ends up working well, if it ends up being a flop.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't mean any ill will. It's just that I kind of am a bit hesitant if they do try to do that.
Yeah, I'm almost kind of hoping that they don't do any sort of DLC, just so then the game is just complete as is.
No, the trick is that if they win Game of the Year, that's the DLC.
Oh. Yeah. But also, if you think about it, like, the two most recent 2D Marios that released before Wonder, New Super Mario Bros. 2 and U, like, both of those games got DLC. And it New Mario 2 specifically was like Nintendo's first foray into DLC, more or less. So yeah, it wouldn't be completely unheard of for the game to get extra stuff, but at the same time, it's fine if they don't.
Just trying to think like what else to say about it. Power-up wise, I mean, I liked power-ups. Now everyone can stop saying like, oh, the drill is the worst part of the game, because like, which drill?
Yeah.
Knowing that the drill actually in Mario 1 is honestly a very good power-up and very innovative.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, the drill is on your head, so you can jump into enemies to be able to defeat them. Or if the ceiling is low enough that you're able to hit it when you jump. Like being able to go across the ceiling. Granted, I don't remember that being as
Prevalent?
Yeah. So it didn't feel like something that I did as much. But still, just the fact that you can do that. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Wow, I'm really... Yeah. I'm just... Yeah. I'm tired.
Man, yeah, work sounds though it has definitely taken a toll on you.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like work shifts, this week is very light, actually. Just because of the way that things worked out in terms of Thanksgiving, because we're closed on Thanksgiving and the day after. I was scheduled for those days, but because they're holidays and we're a government-funded library, the building is closed, so no one works those days.
Wow.
Yeah. Except one person goes in and, like, collects the books that are in the outside book drop, but that takes, like, not even 30 minutes to do 2 runs of that in a day. So, not really a big deal for people that are still going to be local for the holiday, but still.
I can see that not being too much of an issue, and that's good to hear.
I guess what ended up being maybe not just your outright favorite badge, but like, what are some of your favorite badges?
I mean, the sound off badge really got me here for a giggle, so I'm gonna have to put that near the top, honestly. Despite the fact that I know it's like in the game, I really like the idea. And honestly, I remember when I cleared a level, I cleared the first level just to test it out, and hearing the like the acapella version just be like, ooh, whenever I went down the flagpole, that really got me for a giggle.
Yeah. So when I realized what exactly the badge did, I was like, okay, let's go back to that World 1 stage, Bull Rush coming through with the long flagpole, and hit the top of the flagpole, and it's like, yep, it just keeps going. Yeah, just that, but for like 10 more seconds.
Man, that's unlucky. Alright. Yeah, and trying to clear all the pegs of the level. I mean, this one is the hottest one of the 5, duh, but man. Sounds like you're gonna need a lot of patience at times just to clear these. I know Salem, another Chuck Conroy fan, mentioned to me, like, when I was doing some of the levels, like, I don't think I would have the patience to do what you're doing. Just because I would be frustrated too much. I'm like, yeah, it's not definitely this like run definitely is not for those who are easily frustrated. Because boy, you're with a game such as this that has a lot of luck involved. Good luck trying not to rage. Especially if the balls don't fall in your favor.
Yeah.
I'm surprised actually this is one of the few that you don't have not actually seen.
Yeah. I guess I don't think I've really, like, mentioned just my general experience with PopCap games before. This is a PopCap game, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, I've seen gameplay of Plants vs. Zombies, namely Nintendo Capri Sun's playthrough back in the day that some reason just got millions of views every episode. Still remember that. Back, I think it was the same Christmas that I got my Nintendo DS, or the one before or after, so like 2007 to 2009, I got a CD-ROM version of Chuzzle.
Ah.
Yeah, and so I ended up playing that quite a bit on the family computer. I think my mom played it a fair bit at one point, at least.
So you and me both, that we do have mothers who actually have played our PopCap games, because my mom also played this game and did complete adventure mode. She just didn't have the patience to do challenge mode. Let alone the time, because I think at the time that she did, she was still running her current job at that back then.
Yeah, Chuzzle is kind of a good just puzzle game that you can more or less turn your brain off. Unless if you're doing the challenge mode, where if you don't make a match, then certain rows and lines start getting locked out, because then that is just pure stress.
Okay, that was a lucky shot. Got it.
Nice.
Whew. Well, in just 3 separate recordings, I've done with more than half the pages.
Nice.
Although, this is where it gets relatively more difficult. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, I know what's coming up. Oh. Expect some rage coming up, just saying.